Friday night, we've got a busy night, starting off with Canterbury, race 1, Asterius, Kieran McAvoy, barrier 6.
His two race starts have both been good, and he's clearly getting a little bit better with each one, so looks well placed on Friday night. Good jockey, I think the blinkers go back on, or go on, and should be very hard to beat.
Schoolmates, Brenton Abdullah, barrier 4, same race.
Beaten by a pretty talented horse, I think, first up, who had race experience, so Schoolmates will take a lot of benefit from that run. 1550 certainly won't worry him.
Smiling Manolito, second up, barrier 7.
Yeah, also ran second first up. 1550 will suit him well. He's been working well by all reports, is that right?
Yeah, he's flying.
So going good. Obviously the stable's well represented here. It's a shame to have them all clashing together, but at this time of the year we want to know which one's horses are going to stand up. Big chances for some of the probably second tier carnival races, and some of them that can be put aside and be waiting for winter.
Okay, we also have Kookabar, Glenn Schofield, barrier 3.
Yeah, he ran in Tangmere and Schoolmates race last start. Ran a good race. We got back and had to come around them. I think 1550 is exactly what he's looking for, and the better draw will be a big plus.
Okay, Semper Fidelis, first up over the distance, barrier 1.
Yeah, 1550 I think is ideal first up. She's settling a lot better in her work, so I'm not too concerned about that distance first up. Good draw. One to follow, probably towards Queensland.
And Devil's Luck, barrier 2.
Yeah, blinkers come off. He was just a bit fierce last start at Canterbury over the same distance, so with the gear change, on-pace racing style, you can never discount those horses at Canterbury.
And Machismo, barrier 9.
Good run last start, also ran second. He's slowly getting there, putting it all together. The further he goes, I think the better he'll get. He may also be entered for a race on Saturday over 1850 at Newcastle.
Okay, race 2, Queen of Heights, Brenton Abdullah, barrier 1.
Yeah, she won 2 starts ago at Canterbury over 1900. We elected to bring her back in trip last start because we just feel she's going too keen. She did a good job, but considering the lack of tempo in that race, I think the key for her is if there's speed on, it'll significantly enhance her chances. So if there's speed on, she's a winning chance.
And Atlantic Fox has also drawn well over the 1900.
Yeah, a little bit disappointing last start. The start before that over a similar distance he ran well. So look, he's drawn well. He's going to get a nice soft run. If he produces his best form, he'll win the race.
Okay, Moonee Valley, Mutarakum, barrier 4, Damien Oliver.
Damien won 2 starts on him, or 2 races on him, 4 and 3 starts ago. He hasn't been on him since, so hopefully Damien back aboard. Good gate, he'll be hard to beat.
Okay, into the 2500 metre race, we've got Vassal, barrier 4.
2500 is all suit. I think a bit of given the track such as Moonee Valley will help. Went to Moonee Valley on Monday morning, did everything right there, had a good look around, and normally that helps them out for their first time around the valley.
Okay, we also have Syed, 2500.
Yeah, he's slowly getting there. His run last start was good. I think he ran 4th. He's not being beaten far. He's just his own worst enemy, and he's another one that'll appreciate a bit of given the track if Moonee Valley's like it normally is on Friday night.
Quick update from Chris and Charlie on Flemington and Doomben on Saturday. Starting off Flemington, we have the Avenger, barrier 9.
He's racing well. Obviously this draw on Saturday is not ideal, but the mile at Flemington shouldn't be too much of a concern. He's racing well, should be hard to beat with Damien Oliver in the saddle.
Okay, into the Group 3 CS Hayes, we have Perrette, First Emergency.
Yeah, disappointing first up, but he seems to have come through that run well. He's had a trial since. Obviously needs the scratching, but if he does gain a start, he's got the good draw in gate 4 with Kieran McAvoy in the saddle, and we certainly have a high opinion of him, and hopefully we can see it on Saturday.
Heading up to Doomben, race 4, Torgerson, Robbie Farad.
Yeah, model of consistency this preparation, which included a good win last start in a similar type of race. It goes to 59 kilos on Saturday. Obviously that's a big step up in weight, but it's only a small field. Robbie Farad retains the ride. He should be going to be very hard to beat.
Race 7 into the staying race, we have Carini, barrier 3.
Yeah, it was scratched last week from Doomben, but her work since then has been very good. Drawn well. Damien Brown rides and should be very hard to beat.
And Houdini the Great, Jeff Lloyd.
Yeah, it needs to improve, but 4th up into this distance, I think we'll see him at his peak. Obviously just needs to improve a touch, but should be competitive.
Shield Wall, Robbie Fraud.
Brilliant winner last start, and her work over the past 7 days has been very good. She looks exceptional. Obviously she's taking a step up from midweek to Saturday racing, but I think she's ready to take the step.
Okay, and into the last, Fortensky goes up there and unfortunately drawn wide, 13.
Model of consistency in Sydney, who runs this preparation. I've seen him win a couple of races, maybe even 3 already this trip too. If he hasn't been winning, he's been running good seconds. Yeah, the draw's a little bit of a concern. Set weights and penalty, or set weight scale certainly suits him. He's got a high rating with quite a good weight considering those around him. So it's certainly the right race. I think he's ready to step up to 13.50. Just needs an ounce of luck from the white draw.
Just a quick update on Randwick from Chris and Charlie. Race 3, Sizzling Bullet, Josh Parr, barrier 4.
Much better run last start, and he's stepping up to a more suitable trip this Saturday. Should be hard to beat.
Zorcan, Ty England.
Hard horse to follow, but not being beaten far. I think the gap between runs will suit. He's drawn a little bit awkward, but I'm sure he'll run well.
Okay, Vaucluse Bay, Jason Collett.
Got a good draw for a first time for a few starts. It was a bit one pace last start. I blame it due to the wide draw. With a good draw on Saturday, I think he can turn the tables. It'll be hard to beat.
Okay, El Novio, barrier 10, Brenton Abdullah.
He's slowly getting there. His 2 runs back from a long spell have both been good. Creeping up to a longer trip now. I think 2400 next start will suit him better, especially that he's got a wide draw. He's going to find it hard to win, but he is making good progress.
Okay, race 5, Quick Defence, Tim Clark, barrier 11.
He needs to improve. It was a disappointing run last start. He didn't pull up that well after the race, his slow recovery, but he's since been fine. He hasn't missed any work. His work's been actually very good. So I think he needs to improve from a punting perspective. Hopefully he can.
Into the Group 2 Apollo, we have Endless Drama, barrier 3, Ty England.
Yeah, his run first up was brilliant. He got caught very wide with no cover. Hopefully from a good gate on Saturday, he'll get everything in his favour. He's certainly working well. I think the 3 weeks between runs is certainly a big plus, and he's certainly a quality horse.
And coming through, returns a gelding.
Yes, won first 2 races last prep over similar distances. Obviously this is weight for age, it's a tougher assignment, but as you say, he comes back a gelding. He looks well, his trials have been good, and he's certainly done the fitness to suggest he can show a forward showing first up.
Okay, race 7, Zumbalina, barrier 4.
Yeah, it's a good race for her. She holds a bit of residual fitness from runs earlier in the preparation. We've specifically targeted this race, freshened her right up. Good to see her draw well. That's always a big plus for her.
Race 8, the impressive Charlene, drawn wide in 13 of 14.
Yeah, shame to see her draw so wide because she is taking on very good opposition. It disheartens me a little bit, but look, she's done nothing wrong so far. Winning a maiden and a win in a Saturday race, stepping up to this grade. So deserves a chance, but I would have liked to see her draw a little bit better.
And into the last, Jaminza, barrier 9, Lee McGorry.
Yeah, awkward gate, big weight over an unsuitable distance. So you'd expect them to run well, but I'd be expecting more second and third up once over a bit further.
Another quick update on Wicks from Chris. She's going to have a barrier trial in between races this Saturday.
Yeah, races Saturday. It'll simulate a race day experience, which is always very good for her and those of you that have followed her closely. Whenever she has about 3 weeks between runs, we always take her to a track gallop at the races the week before. So this is actually 2 weeks before. She'll be running against some of the stablemates. They'll be there to do their own thing as well. You've got Who Shot the Barman and Libran. We'd bracket those 2 horses. I'd imagine they'd be just finishing off up the straight together, not inside of Wicks, but certainly doing their own thing, making sure that they're benefiting from the trial. McIntosh and Unforgotten. McIntosh, most of you will know, he's a pretty handy sprinter miler and when he's right. Unforgotten, she's a very promising filly on the way up. She'll be going to the Surround Stakes, now a Group 1 race, over 1400 metres first up, and that's 2 weeks' time, so the same day Wicks races. And then McCreary, he'll be there. He'll also be racing in 2 weeks' time in the Liverpool City Cup. So all 6 horses there are there for our own benefit, but obviously to help Wicks as well. I think it's a very important stepping stone for her. We're going to take her up to a mile first up, which will be no problem, but as you can see, we're just trying to do everything to have her right for the day. It's not just about Wicks, there's a lot of people that follow Wicks and a lot of the punters that will appreciate seeing her. So we're looking forward to the day out. It'll be good for Hugh Bowman to get aboard, it'll be good for the horse, it'll be good for me. Even I feel the race day nerves like everybody, and this is just like a pre-season game for any sporting team. It'll help everything go smoothly, make sure systems are in place as they have been throughout her career. And we're looking forward to Saturday, hoping she works well and proceeds through to the Chipping Norton on the 3rd of March.